They wanted to know how did I get my name. I was told I was named by my aunt, Marie Kilpatrick. My name is Greta Marie. As a child, I was quiet. I was born in Kendall, Florida, but I was raised in Groveland, Florida. I loved to read, and I would read almost anything that I could get my hand on. I like to sing and dance also, but can't do any more of that dancing. I was an all-around student. I was an honor student from elementary through college. I sing in the school chorus. I was a majorette in the band, a cheerleader, class officer, a member of the school newspaper, Future Business Leaders of America, Future Homemakers of America. I tried the basketball team, but just a bench warmer. I'm honest, loyal, charitable, kind, and I love my family. I'm dependable, reliable, and determined to be a success in life with whatever I endeavor. The greatest lesson my mother taught me was to be independent. Have your own money and your own job. I get joy from reading, singing, and dancing. The dancing has been hindered by the arthritis, but I still like it. The most influential people in my life were my mother and both my grandmothers. My mother was very independent. Being a single mom didn't faze her. She worked day and night to provide food, clothes, and shelter for us. My mom didn't side with my father in the breakup. She came to Groveland and she lived with my mother to help her with us while she worked. She cooked, she babysit, and she assist mama with anything she needed. My grandmother Elise, peacemaker, she always was there to help us. She took us traveling to meet the other family members that we had down in Miami. One of my beauty secret is to never ever go to bed with all the makeup on your face. Take it off because it messes with your skin, causes it to age. As an adult, I was very involved with community things. I was a member of the Charmette clubs. I was very active in my church and the different auxiliaries in my church. My church is the choir, the matron society, the youth department. As a member of the church, I began to study scriptures, and I found that I loved it. John 14:1, John 3:16, and Psalms 23:37. I use those to sort of guide my life as I go. My siblings, I had 2 sisters and a brother. and qualities I like about each one of them. My sister Mary didn't meet any strangers. She was very outgoing with everyone she met, very friendly, always smiling. And she liked to cook. And she experimented with different stuff, and we enjoyed it. My brother John is the family historian. He keeps up with the family and contact them wherever they are. And he gives from the heart. As a child, my baby sister Moselle, always confident in her abilities, and she didn't let anyone or anything best her because of her size. She always liked to experiment and try different food, and she was a good dancer coming up. I have 4 kids, 3 girls, 1 boy. And during the time they were growing up, I was a single parent, and I was working full and part-time jobs, and I had to schedule time to be with them so they have some type of entertainment and some one-on-one with me. One occasion, I stopped to a gas station to gas up, and after I gassed up, I was pulling off, and the sister started screaming and hollering, "You had left my brother, you left my brother." Willie was quietly standing there eating his snack, not upset at all at being left. We used to travel back and forth to Groveland to visit, because they missed the family there, and they used to enjoy speeding down the highway and watching for the police to make sure I didn't get caught. One of these stories that is sort of funny. My son fired me when he was 4 years old from trying to iron his clothes because I was not very good with ironing. It just wasn't one of my strong points. He liked to wear those bib overalls that our granddaddy Eddie Tumlin used to wear. And I could not iron that bib. Didn't do too good on the legs either. So he went over to his grandmother Maud one day, and he was just sitting on the sofa crying. She wanted to know what was wrong, and he goes, "Oh, Mama done messed up my pants. She can't iron." When she stopped laughing, she just told him to bring them over, and she would iron them for him. The job I liked most was the secondary migrant advocate job. It was a dropout prevention program. And I was what I was passionate about was the migrant advocacy job. It was a dropout prevention program that I was the coordinator for. I was trying to encourage the migrant students, those are students whose parents worked in the groves and the fields and the packing houses, keep those kids in school to get a high school diploma and go further if we could get them. It posed a problem because the parents needed the students sometimes to help work, also to babysit because they couldn't afford to pay for a babysitter. Uh, being a rattler is a family thing on my father's side. He and my cousin attended Florida A&M University. I did also. I loved the school colors, orange and green, and that band. My grandson followed in my footsteps, and he went to FAMU also. As coming up, Groveland, Florida was the city that shaped my childhood and my adulthood. When it is said it takes a village to raise a child, it was true in Groveland. We would call the elder nosy now, but the elders could discipline us. Parents weren't going to say a thing, probably give you another little whipping when it was told whatever it was that you did wrong. It was a small town, but I liked it. My friends in high school was Josephine Maxwell, Irene Gilmore, and Harry McNeil. Josephine and I are still communicating. That's it.
You got to say for your family?
Oh, to my family, I really, really love the family. We are a close-knit group. We help each other out when we can. And whether it's financial, person is ill and needs someone to stay with them. That's it. And we like to get together and have fun and eat